The management of insects is an important part of nursery operations. But before applying insecticides, special consideration must be given to the type of pest, the type of insecticide, the production environment, and the proximity of staff and neighbouring properties. There is considerable information and resources available on the types of pesticides and different formulations. However, in this video we will only focus on the physical properties and techniques that influence the safe and successful application of insecticides, as presented in the Nursery Pesticide Application Best Practice Manual. It is the responsibility of the user to ensure the chemical and technique used conforms to the safe use of pesticides and is appropriate for the situation. The user must be familiar with all protocols, terminology and symbols used in relation to the chemical application. This includes pesticide types, droplet size, nursery design, expected coverage and nursery size that may be suitable for each type of application equipment. For the successful application of an insecticide, it must be applied to the right place at the right time with minimal impact on people, beneficial organisms, property and the environment. There are several steps to a pesticide best management application program that must be considered. First, has the target been identified correctly? An incorrect identification can lead to the wrong product being applied, which can waste chemical and money, as well as lead to overuse. For example, if targeting a Heliothis larvae, some species have developed a resistance to certain insecticides. Incorrectly identifying the species could lead to the wrong chemical being used. Next, choosing the most appropriate insecticide is also related to the correct identification of the target pest. Understanding the life cycle and biology of the insect will help to choose the type of insecticide and the mode of action to be used. There are three basic types of insecticides: systemic, contact, and ingestion. Systemic can be applied as a soil drench or foliage spray. The insecticide is absorbed by the roots or the stomata of the plant and is translocated throughout the plant and then passed on to the insect while feeding. Contact insecticides require actual contact with the insect to be effective and usually only has a limited residual period. Ingestion of insecticides. These require the insect to feed on the insecticide for it to be effective. All come in different forms, such as liquid, solid, granules or aerosols. Each form of insecticide is designed to target different insects. Aerosols and fogs are best for flying insects. Sprays, liquids, granules or powders target crawling insects that absorb the chemical through either ingestion or respiration. Is a contact or systemic product required? If targeting a sap-sucking insect, then a systemic product may be better than a contact product. Or blanket spraying a contact insecticide to control a larvae that lives inside plant tissue will not be effective. It is also a good idea to check previous insecticide application records to identify what chemical or product was used and what the outcome was. If you are still targeting the same pest, choose a different product or a different mode of action to reduce the potential for the target developing a resistance. Has the most appropriate method or technique of application been chosen? Inappropriate or poorly functioning application equipment can reduce the effectiveness of a product and lead to ineffective control. Choosing the right application method will depend on the type of pest being targeted and the type of insecticide used. Is the right amount of insecticide being applied? This depends on using the right spray equipment, properly calibrated with the right nozzle type to provide the right droplet size and application pattern suitable for the target pest and environmental conditions in which the product is being applied. Refer to the product label. Many labels will give the application rate, the best droplet size to use, and under what weather conditions the product should be applied. This is important to ensure any spray drift is kept to a minimum. Using the wrong spray equipment or droplet size can increase spray drift and reduce the effectiveness of the product. Is the product being applied in the right place? Using the right equipment for the target pest will ensure the chemical is applied in the right place and is effective, but the application technique should be adjusted to ensure the chemical is applied to the right area. For example, if the target insect inhabits the underside of leaves, then change the angle of application so the product reaches the target. Or, if targeting an insect inhabiting the foliage of tree crops, an air-assisted sprayer that provides a mist through the canopy may be more appropriate. What is the best time to apply the product? This can refer to either the life stage of the pest or the time of day and weather conditions the pesticide is applied. In relation to the pest biology, the best time of application depends on the pest and life stage being targeted and what time of day the pest is active. In relation to time of application, this depends on the season and location. Do not apply insecticides if inappropriate weather conditions are forecast. Personal protective equipment. The type, classification and mode of action of the chemical will dictate the level of personal protective equipment required. Refer to the label for the type that must be worn. Finally, was the desired outcome achieved? After application, monitor the infested area and determine how effective the pesticide application was, and if any unexpected outcomes occurred. Record this on the pest application sheet for future reference. More information can be found in the Biosecure HACCP guidelines available at the Nursery Production Farm Management System or FMS website. This video has been produced by the Nursery and Garden Industry Australia in association with Plant Health Australia. Special thanks go to the following businesses. For more information, contact your local state or territory association or NGIA.